All right, so the past couple times I talked about products, it was positive reviews, positive feedback, and I just want to be clear. This is not a product review channel, and that's not the direction that I'm going with things. But you are going to start seeing a lot more random shit from me on here. I'm still going to be doing lots of boxing breakdowns, predictions, shit like that. You'll still see, you know, family things, sporting things, shit like that, whatever's going on in my life. But you're going to see a lot more of, like, random shit from me, whether it be, like, random thoughts or opinions and shit like that, because I don't really fuck with social media much anymore. So I don't really have that outlet where I'm just posting random shit on Facebook and I thought this or, you know, whatever it is. So you may see more random things that I think of and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me put that out. Let me make a video about that. Let me put that on YouTube or whatever like that. So what I wanted to do today, to be clear that I'm not getting paid for any of this shit and that I'm not putting this as a, you know, a product review channel or whatever, is I told you guys the reason I was doing that is because I'm sick and tired of paying for something and not getting what I paid for, whether you get scammed, whether something is just not as advertised, whether the product just sucks or whatever it is. But at the same time, especially when you get older, that makes you appreciate the things more that you do get what you said you were going to get, or sometimes maybe even better or more or whatever. So that's what kind of led me where I was like, you know what? Before I start bashing shit and just looking bitter and salty, let me put out some things about products that I really do like, that I really do think are worth your money and worth me mentioning their name and shit like that. So today I want to talk about something that I deem to be absolute garbage. And again, I want to be clear. I'm no expert on this shit. I really probably am not even going to have a ton of information for you on the product. I'll show it to you. If I see a name on it, I'll tell you what it was. But again, I'm no expert. I'm just telling you guys that this is something I purchased and this was my results with it. So if I can avoid you having the same future results with the product, then that's kind of the purpose of me doing this video. I don't have money in the sense of, like, I used to collect sneakers. I had like 40 to 50 pairs of Penny Hardaways, Foamposites, maybe one or two Jordans, but I'm not really a big Jordan guy. Some Gary Paytons, Scottie Pippens, shit like that. I don't completely remember, but lost pretty much all of them except for maybe like 2 or 3 pairs of sneakers in a house fire. I don't have money to rebuild that sneaker collection, right? And I don't have money to just leisurely be throwing out on shit like that. I'm in my 40s now, right? So a lot of times I have to do the responsible thing and buy what we need for the house rather than what I want for my personal, you know, my personal shit. So the point in me saying that is if I got $200 and I want to go buy a pair of pennies that I see, but I got to turn around and I'm like, we really need a vacuum in the house, right? And I go buy a vacuum. That vacuum better not fucking suck, bro. So again, the point of me making this video is this vacuum sucks for me right here. This vacuum right here. And the reason I'm making this video is to help you guys not fall victim to the same shit. It's actually a Hoover vacuum, and this vacuum has made me so fucking mad that I went out of my way to say I want to get on here and make a video about this. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. This shit right here, the way this shit is sitting in the corner right here in the corner of this room, that's where this fucking thing stays. It doesn't move. I actually have a different vacuum that I just got recently, a much cheaper vacuum that does a way better job than this thing. So again, I'm not going to keep it too overcomplicated, but you could take a look at this thing. It's a Hoover vacuum. It says Windtunnel XL Pet. It's got all these different settings. You know, hard floor, low carpet, 3, 4, 5, high carpet. Looks good. Heavy ass fucking thing. Has all these different compartments, and it's just not made good. It's not made good. The design of it is not good. It's just shitty. It gets you frustrated when you're trying to switch parts. And honestly, let me tell you how shitty this vacuum has been for me. And again, I'm no expert. I might not be using it in the best way possible, but I'm also not a fucking idiot. I can put it on hardwood floor when I'm using it on a wood floor. I can put it on carpet when I'm using it on a carpet. And if it ain't working on the carpet, I can put it on carpet high. I also know how to clean it out and shit like that. So it's not that's the issue. The piping itself, the way the things are laid, the way they're designed and bent like that, shit gets stuck in it constantly. It's very, very, very difficult to get it out. And that thing has been sitting there like that for months, gets untouched. That thing is so shitty. Okay, now I don't live in no type of mansion or nothing, but this is an okay size room. I mean, it's not a huge room, but it's an okay size room. And then we got down the hall over here is my bathroom, and then my bedroom over there. And then this is my downstairs with my living room there. We have 2 bedrooms underneath where I'm standing down over here. And then we got my kitchen over there. So this is a pretty decent size house. It's a 4-bedroom house. I sweep the entire house rather than even touching this vacuum. Because, first of all, quite frankly, I do a better job sweeping than this thing does using it. And with sweeping, it's tedious and it takes me a long time. But at least I get all the shit up, right? This thing, I'm just walking around going over things 7 times and it just ain't picking the shit up. So, again, this doesn't need to be a long, drawn-out video. That's a Hoover vacuum that says Windtunnel XL Pet. I think it absolutely sucks. So, and it wasn't super cheap. It wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't super cheap. It's not like I bought that shit for $20 and I'm like, what'd you expect? You know what I'm saying? It cost enough that I would expect this shit to just pick stuff up off the floor when I fucking vacuum over it. And quite frankly, it just doesn't do that. So I would recommend not going with that one. And like I said, soon coming up, it's probably not going to be my next video, but I will go over a very easy, very quiet little vacuum that I actually just got done using that I cleaned my entire house with. Much cheaper, much lighter, much more efficient, much more effective. So, yeah, I would avoid that one if I was you. Peace.